That was way harder than that needed to be. Hey guys, it's the holiday season and you're probably looking at getting the latest gaming laptop. And it's a lot harder than you may think it is. My name's Umar Khan and I've been in the PC gaming industry for almost 20 years, doing things around communications, marketing, product development, and user experience. A lot of these different companies at the end of the 2010s deviated from having a single laptop line to having multiple different series. Some companies have two and some have three. And it's not just performance and the best hardware that they offer. There's different experiences and features that they offer across these different laptops. And price doesn't always mean the best performance. I'm going to be going through the buying experience across Dell Alienware, Asus Republic of Gamers, and Lenovo Legion. We're going to see how easy it is to find the laptop that we want to purchase, and then after we've gone through that purchase experience, my following videos are going to be reviewing each of these laptops to see which one is the best bang for your buck in regards to performance. All right, here we go. But for real, get ready for some weird product definitions. What we want to find here is a good price that goes beyond just the dollars we're spending. We want to know how they treat their mid-range products. You have to tell if a company actually has a mission for making PC gaming better without paying outrageous prices for 40, 80 plus configs, where most of the better technology is locked. So let's make ourselves an anchor configuration. Let's focus on the 4070. From my experience in 17 years in this industry, this GPU range has the highest adoption rate. For memory, let's do 16 gigabytes, and for storage, we'll do a terabyte. Most of these brands will offer an i9, so we'll take what we can get. And all of these are going to be at 16 inches, since this is normally one of the heaviest sellers that they have. First up is Asus, or Asus. They don't own republicofgamers.com, Asus ROG, or ROG.com, so don't even try that. But rog.asus.com does work. You know you're on the right site when you see that icon that looks like Calvin's crazy eyes from the 90s. Remember Calvin and Hobbes? People used to put that picture of him kind of peeing, and he was angry and aggressive on the back of their pickup trucks. You guys know what I'm talking about. On their site, you'll find news about contests, giveaways, company news, and product screens. It makes me feel like they want me to think that they're busy. And by the look of things, they are. They have a multitude of product offerings. Motherboards, GPUs, phones, they have a lot to offer, but we're specifically looking for a 16-inch gaming laptop with our Anchor configuration. They have a nice innovation section, which I highly recommend watching the ROG Intelligent Cooling video. I thought it was really cool and simple enough for the average PC gaming enthusiast to understand. Now onto their laptops page. They have 3 different offerings. The ROG Flow is a niche offering for gamers and visual creators. But we're not looking to pay that premium for that experience because it isn't the direction that we're going with in this video. But if you are that demographic, check out the ROG Flow because no one else is as predominantly pushing that market except ROG. So we're left with the Zephyrus and the Strix. The Zephyrus doesn't offer up to the configuration we want of a 4070 and 16 gigabytes, but the Zephyrus is also more expensive. Its big draw is the added customization with Anime Matrix. This is a new feature that they've been messing with, so this laptop line is about messing with the latest in ROG's signature differentiator. These laptops are thin and light, and focus is less on performance and upgradability, and we want a laptop that's going to get us along the furthest. And the Strix is just that. It has exactly the config we want. Lighting, which is essential in modern gaming design culture, and greater power delivery for performance. While I got lucky and it was available on the Asus eStore, going through retail for this product has some errors, most notably on Best Buy. It says that this has a QHD display, but it's actually a QHD Plus display. This can cause some immediate and long-term confusion for a customer looking to replace parts or feeling like the retail model is an inferior screen to QHD Plus. But with that, we now sit back and wait a week. Now we're off to a brand that is one of the oldest in the business, Alienware. And you know they're old because they actually own Alienware.com. Their brand can be found by just their name, without any parent company deviation in the URL. Right away, you can see the vibe Alienware is setting. The PCs are shown as the focal point in all these lifestyle scenarios. With a focus on product design innovation and less talk about performance technology, Alienware is positioned as hip and cool. Differing from ROG, Alienware's offerings are based around pre-built solutions for PC gaming specifically. Everything from desktops to mice, Alienware offers all the essential products you need for your gaming setup with their unified and unique design language. You can easily find their offerings at the top of the page, but It lacks pictures or definitions of what an X16 or an M16 are until you click them. And once you do click them, you're taken to a configurator. There's still no explanation. As a matter of fact, unlike ROG, there is no innovation section to detail Alienware's unique solutions and brand differentiators. In fact, you can find details about unique chassis-focused features for the X series laptop, like a lighting zone touchpad and exclusive lighting effects tied to just the X series laptop. It seems that X series is Alienware's thin and light premium laptop. Of course, the best performance cooling is tied to the 4080 and 4090 configurations. The value of 4070 and below configs are nearly entirely cosmetic. The memory isn't upgradable. I can't configure a 47 below 32 gigabytes of memory. And for some reason, I can't choose Windows Pro without being forced to take 32 gigabytes of memory. As nice as the X16 design is, for a config below a 4080, I'm not paying extra for exclusive lighting effects for a system similar in spec to the Strix with a less than CPU and 32 gigabytes of unupgradable memory for $350 more. Looking at the M16, it has less on the front of thinness and premium chassis design. And it also lacks exclusive lighting. Again, the best cooling is on the 4080 plus configs, but we can pair the 4070 with 16 gigabytes of memory. We can upgrade that memory in the future because it isn't built onto the board, and you can add more storage in the future as well. There is more offered in terms of overall performance and longevity on a sub 4080 build with M than X. It's also way cheaper than the X, but $50 more than a likewise config of the Strix. The Strix's CPU choice is superior with the i9-13980HX at 5.60 GHz. Alienware tops off at an i9-13900HX running at 5.4 GHz. The Strix has a better chassis than the M16 with its Numlock touchpad and non-slip base, so to try and match up with some of the features, I'll take the Alienware's Cherry RGB per key mechanical keyboard, taking me to $2,299.99. With the M16 chosen and purchased, all I can do is wait and see if the 4070 GPU is a worthwhile purchase from Alienware's offerings of high-performance PCs. Like ROG, Lenovo doesn't own Legion.com or LenovoLegion.com, but you can do Legion.Lenovo.com, which looks like an abandoned pre-order or announcement site. Your best bet is to just Google Lenovo Legion and click the first link. This site is more informative than coming straight from Lenovo.com that just dumps you into a list of laptop configurations. Their flagship is the Lenovo Legion 9i, which starts with a 4080 config at a starting price of over $3,400. Definitely not what we're looking for. So let's shop the Legion Pro series and use the configurator to the left to find the right specs. This narrows us down to the Legion Pro 7i. It has the same CPU, GPU, and storage as the Alienware, with 16 gigabytes of memory and an FHD camera. RGB per key by default, and the 240Hz refresh rate QHD Plus screen with HDR400. And it's priced at $1,899.99. That's $300 to $400 cheaper than the other two laptops. And let me tell you, picking the tech specs that I wanted was super easy. Just have to add to cart, and that is the last purchase done. And now that those purchases are done, let's talk about the post-purchase experience. From Asus ROG, I got one email that told me that I was getting the Strix G16 with no tech spec information at all. I didn't get a tracking number, nothing. And it showed up out of nowhere. Still needed signature required, but it did show up first, and I did order these pretty much on the same day. Now, Dell Alienware is a bit different. They're a lot more informative and proactive than Asus was. I got an email of my order confirmation, my tech specs, and a tracking number to see when my system was going to come in. It did come in 3 days earlier than the tracking number showed in the email. I did get an email the day it was arriving in the morning, letting me know that the package was going to show soon in the afternoon. Very helpful, but I wouldn't rely on the emails for your tracking. Always check your tracking daily to see when is the latest update of when your system's coming in. Remember, most of these require a signature. Now, the star of all three of these was Lenovo Legion. After I made my purchase, I got an email about every freaking thing possible, and it didn't feel like they were just trying to spam me with nonsense. I got an email for my order. I got an email of my tech specs. I got an email of what to expect when I first turn on my system. I got an email of my tracking number and every single update that happened. Oh, we're leaving the factory. Oh, we're gonna be there today. Oh, the rain messed it up. We're gonna show up the next day. Hey, it's gonna be there in an hour. I got an email for everything. And then a few hours after I turned it on, I actually got an email welcoming me to the Lenovo Legion family. Lenovo Legion is really there about helping you from the very beginning to the very end of your purchase experience. Now that the purchases are out of the way and the systems are in our hands, I'm going to be doing a performance benchmark of each of these different systems. I'm also going to be doing a review of the entirety of my experience using the Asus laptop, the Alienware laptop, and the Lenovo laptop. Each of these videos will be their own separate video, and then I'm going to do a final video comparing all of them and which one I think is the clear winner across these three. If you found this video informative, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Getting me further out into the algorithm is going to help me help more people get the right purchase this holiday season. In future videos, we'll be going over my almost 20 years of PC gaming experience in this industry, as well as providing insight across different games, different companies, and different products that have been coming out into the gaming market. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Catch you all next time. I'm Umar Khan.